Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to ProSouth Wrestling, the return. We're not wasting any time. Let's go ahead and kick it off with our first match of the evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't adjust your sets. After only 6 weeks, we are back. Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is a title unification match for the All-Out Championship and the Pre-State No Limits Championship.
And we are kicking it off in a hell of a way. The All-Out and the Pre-State No Limits Championship will be unified in our opening contest.
Of course, opening night, you're going to have some technical difficulties, so please bear with us, because we all know what's about to happen. Take this time to thank everybody that's checking us out on the stream. We're here in ProSouth in the new ProSouth Palace. I think I just coined that term, but
ProSouth Palace.
This place looks amazing. It is so good to be back, and I can't believe ProSouth brought me back. You know what that is? Commentary of the Year. That's what it is. We're getting it.
You hear that,
Goodman?
Goodman?
For everybody.
You hear that, Goodman? Oh, wasted no time. The dark mastermind to the left-hand path himself, Matthias Darkthorn.
Matthias said, I'm coming straight out of Compton right now, and here we are.
ProSouth! Last time at the old building, I said it did not end there. New setup. Who this? Let's try that again. ProSouth. Last time at the old building, at the last place, I said it did not end there. It does not end there. Well, I said ProSouth was going on to bigger and better. This looks bigger. This looks better. But tonight, we're starting it off right. Starting it off, title versus title. No limits versus all out. An interesting thing about the all out division, it stands apart from the other ProSouth singles because it has different rules, different challenges for a champion. 20 count on the outside. Champion can lose the belt by disqualification. 1 rope break per competitor. That all happened because one man decided a challenge wasn't enough. He needed more. He needed more. Make it easier to take the belt away from him. To make it easier. To make it harder to hold on to. To make sure all out means you go all out or you just go. That man was Trevor Eon. As far as I'm concerned, the all-out title belongs to Trevor. He is just allowing people to hold it until he decides to take it back. Now, Rob Killjoy, I've got all the respect in the world for Rob Killjoy and what he's capable of. But that belt belongs to Trevor. And tonight, we are taking it home. Tonight, Trevor Eon takes the all-out title and carries it down the left-hand path.
I'm not like you.
What an ovation for the big bat.
Trevor Eon, one of the best to do it in every way imaginable.
I am just me. Nothing is forever.
Trevor's come so far. The fans 100% behind Trevor.
Trevor on the Peach State No Limits champion.
I'm not like you.
Gold looks good on him.
I'm not what you think.
Trevor's one of those guys that his opponents always seem to be psyched out when he gets in the ring with such a get-up. He truly is the devil.
Trevor has got quite the uphill battle for him tonight. Because here comes the ugly duckling. Rob Killjoy shocking a lot of people when he walked in the ProSouth and defeated Teriyaki to become all-out champion for the first time in his career here at ProSouth.
Killjoy's everywhere. Every time I go on social media, one of his matches put miles under those web feeds.
This for every time you ever said I couldn't do it. If I see a glass ceiling, I'ma break through it. The best there is, with the reps to prove it. Nothing less. I don't know what you expect, you stupid, cause I rap. For the ugly.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is a title versus title unification match. Introducing first, to my left, he hails from his proper seat at the throne of hell. He is the original Gothic gangster, the Demon Mega. He is the Peach State No Limits champion, Trevor.
For those at home, they're saying doom, not
And
move.
introducing to my right, he hails from ponds unknown. He weighed in at an unknown amount of rubber duckies. He is your all-out champion, representing the Darkwing Ducks and the Ugly Ducklings. He is Rob Killjoy. Your referee for this, what the?
Wait a minute.
What the?
That's what James just said. What the? What? The music of the King of the South. Oh, but it's the Queen, the boss herself, the Commissioner of ProSouth Wrestling.
ProSouth Commissioner, the Queen of the South, Amy Haven.
Amy's coming out and giving her well wishes for fine performers.
ProSouth Wrestling, what's up? Guys, I know, I'm sorry, not trying to interrupt, but I am interrupting, you're right, okay. I just wanted to say, we've got Rob Killjoy and Trevor Eon, title versus title. It doesn't get much bigger than that. Unless I wanted to make it bigger than that.
What?
I can think of a way we can make it a little bigger than that. If I add someone to this match.
Whoa.
You're up for it, right? Let's bring them out. Let's do that. Let's bring them out.
Amy Haven making this a triple threat match?
Well, she is the queen and the commish.
Oh my!
Aaron Dallas.
Listen to that ovation, Wicked! Oh my God, I got chills!
I think the roof almost come off this place. Wow.
Aaron Dallas back at ProSouth Wrestling for the first time since separating his AC joint.
And that is an injury that's hard to come back from.
This is Aaron
Aaron Dallas separating his AC joint, but still fighting through to defend that championship in the hands of Rob Killjoy. The All-Out Championship fought with everything he had, but with that injury, it was just too much to overcome against Teriyaki, and now looking to not only reclaim the championship that was once his, but also take the Peach State No Limits Championship.
This crowd is going to spontaneously combust. Three of the biggest names, three of the biggest fan favorites this company has to offer right here in one ring. Now, if I was Matthias, until Trevor and stick to the game plan.
And Wicked, you got to think, when Aaron Dallas made his debut last year, he was less than 10 matches into his career, and now he has become one of the most popular faces here at ProSouth Wrestling. If you look around this ProSouth crowd, you will see AD shirts all over the place.
Three of the biggest stars. The fans are going to have to pick one. Who are they going to pick? And that's what it's about, unification. We had two men come in with two belts, with one going to leave. Now we got three men, two belts, one leaves with both belts. And here we go. Cock thrown into the machine here, but Trevor's a hell of a guy. He can definitely come back from this. He just has to stick to his game plan. Killjoy has been up and down and seen some of the best this East Coast and Southwest has to offer. There's no way he's not ready for this. But Aaron coming back from such an injury, is he 100%? Will he be able to hang with both these guys? Filling out process. He is the devil. Trevor was smart. He would
Looking
kick.
like, whoop, swing and a
There you
miss.
go.
Killjoy.
Uh-oh.
Double go behinds here.
Trevor, the veteran. Let's go behinds. Looking for the upper hand.
Just trying to get dominant position of a double rear waist lock here. Oh, Killjoy dropping down, going from behind. Oh, O'Connor roll.
This could be it already.
Nope, just a
only
one.
count.
Swing and a miss from Dallas. Schoolboy from Killjoy. Oh, Eon transitioning into a schoolboy. Killjoy's got the ropes, but Santiago out of position. Series of quick pinfalls out the gate.
Let's go say school is in session.
Both of these men, all three of these men, I should say, trying to get this match over and done with early.
Everybody's looking for the upper hand. Maybe the first to get the upper hand will be the one to win this. Killjoy trying to reset the match. So everybody calm down.
Oh, wait a minute, let's go boy to the official. Santiago at it too.
At least he kicked out. Nobody able to keep two. This is going to get out of control very quickly.
I mean, it is a triple threat, so Killjoy can't get himself disqualified for putting his hands on the official, but.
Referee in the corner. Might I just say that was a fast count? I'm just saying. Referee still kicked out.
All three of these men have a tremendous show of respect for one another. Wait a minute. Oh, meeting of the minds there with Dallas and Eon.
The quote-unquote X factor in this is that man on the outside. He has led all of the left-hand path to so many titles.
Oh, Killjoy sent up and over by Eon. Oh, crashing hard on the floor.
You can hear that impact.
On the ring, Dallas and Eon. Dallas sending Eon in the corner with the Irish whip. Beautiful flapjack there from Dallas.
Trevor's down, he's stunned. Aaron has to take advantage of this.
Oh, able to catch the shot. Oh, can't get a grip of it. There it goes. The winning edge. Cover.
Only a 1 count.
It's going to take a lot more than that to put down Trevor Eon. You should know that better than anybody, Wicked.
But Trevor's a little off his balance right now. Again, a little frustration there for just a second. He's going to have to keep a level head.
Oh, shoving him off. Oh, meeting him with that vicious forearm strike. Shoving off. Oh, beautiful back elbow.
Not many people throw a forearm like Trevor does. Trevor known for those forearms. His forearm shivers, the elbows just
and of course,
to the point.
And it's that flying forearm strike, the scar maker that's put so many men away. Oh, beautiful transition into a gut buster.
We've seen that a lot from Trevor. Once he gets that down, how many people kick out of that? There he is. Chop him down like he's a sign of a mountain.
Dropping him down. Oh, beautiful twisting splash.
What did that take out of Trevor, though? Killjoy getting back up. If I was Killjoy, I'd let them beat the crap out of each other and come in for a quick pinfall, but Killjoy's not that type of guy.
Oh, double shoulder blocks. Killjoy looking to spring in, up and over the back of Dallas. Off the ropes. Oh, double clothesline missed. Oh, double backdrop. Killjoy landing on his feet. Springboard into a moonsault.
Beautiful, taking both men down.
Uh-oh.
Remind me of Gizmo Duck. That's a little reference. He can fly.
Uh-oh. Killjoy, you gotta be ducking. Kidding me? Tope on hello.
Is he quackers? To the outside. Matthias looking on. Now with this being all out,
Of course, trying to
falls everywhere.
Of course, you know, Matthias is trying to will Eon back to his feet, but also if you look at Matthias' face, not really a sign of concern there from the Dark One. Springboard missed in. Killjoy able to spring back to his feet. Dallas right there, though, with a beautiful double-A spine buster. Able to get the cover. Hooks the leg. Just a 2.
Hooking those legs helped out tremendously. Killjoy, I think, he's out of it. And this is pure strength. This is pure ring generalship.
Oh, beautiful European uppercut. I think a tooth flew out of the mouth of Killjoy. Killjoy sent off the ropes. Beautiful hip toss. Oh, hip toss countered. Oh, Dallas able to counter. Beautiful Russian leg sweep. Oh, keeping that grip locked. Rolling him through. Oh, into a crossface.
But he's not able to get it.
Nope.
Killjoy fighting.
Eon back
He
in the
locks those
ring.
hands, it could be over. Oh! I think if you lock those hands, maybe see a tap out by Killjoy.
Of course, it was a crossface hold that gave Aaron Dallas that all-out championship against Tyler T.Y. Sutton a number of months ago. Oh! Dallas sent hard to the floor.
Trevor trying to take advantage of Killjoy by himself.
You know, a smart strategy. Get one man out of the ring and try to quickly put away the other.
Like he was hitting a watermelon. Oh no. Oh. Wow.
Whew.
That was a sledgehammer.
It's not too often.
But do you want to exchange shots with Trevor?
Do you want to exchange shots with Rob Killjoy? Looks like Killjoy wants it. Whew. You You know what? No matter who you're exchanging chops with, I think I'm glad to be sitting over here, aren't you, Wicked?
Oh, I definitely am. So glad I'm not ringside. This is like a Depeche Mode concert with all the violence going on.
These men just
Keep exchanging shots. Somebody's got to get the upper hand. They're taking everything out of each other with these.
Both of these men are such calculated strikers. Both men
Aaron
trying
doing the smart thing on the outside, getting his win back.
Both of these men throwing lariats, but not able to take the other down. What a boot.
Straight to the jaw.
Leaping boot from Eon. Stiff kick right to the face.
Two of the toughest going today.
Oh, went for the discus form. Looking for the Gothplex. No, beautiful job by Killjoy to counter out. Ooh, able to backflip out. Oh! Killjoy delivering a Gothplex to Eon.
Trevor back to his feet almost
Uh-oh.
instantly. Gothplex.
Nothing's better than the original. Oh, vicious clothesline turning Killjoy inside out. Eon able to get the cover. Dallas right there to break it up.
Did you see Trevor grab the arm so Killjoy could not reach for the ropes? You cannot teach that. That is something that comes with being in the ring constantly. Double axe handle.
Sledge right across the back. Dallas trying to
Does Trevor
dare,
have left?
daring Eon to get back to his feet. That hesitation's costing Aaron Dallas. That hesitation, that rookie mistake from Aaron Dallas may cost him. Bye-bye, beautiful.
He's on the highway to hell.
Oh!
It is over.
Cover.
There's no way
No.
he's sticking out of this.
Oh!
How did he? What?
That is the heart, that is the passion, and that is the determination of the blue-collar rock star Aaron Dallas. It's that same heart and determination we have seen from him.
Difference between will and being stupid. You live to fight another day. All you're gonna do is make Trevor just a little bit more mad, if that's possible. Killjoy slowly getting up right here in front of us. I cannot believe Aaron kicked out of that. Wow.
Eon looking to stay on Dallas. You thinking a suplex here. Dallas trying to fight out of it, deliver some shots to the midsection. Vicious
Right in
knee.
the ribs. You know you can't do too much when you can't breathe. He's knocking the wind out of Trevor. Straight right. Sometimes a straight right's all it takes. The crowd is behind Aaron Dallas. They have chosen their side on this. If Trevor hurts him, you can blame these fans because these fans are pumping him up.
Shot from Dallas.
And Trevor's here for it.
Wait a minute. Killjoy! Killjoy!
Both men down. Killjoy to his feet with the kip up. You're getting the V formation.
Oop. Sending Eon out to the floor. Killjoy's got Dallas by himself. Killjoy charging in. Oh, Dallas able to catch him with the boot. Oh, Dallas was charging in, walked right into the Duck Valley driver. Cover, hooks the leg. There's two. No, Dallas again out at
How
two.
did he kick out? That is twice he has looked dead and been able to kick out.
It's pure instinct at this point, Wicked.
I blame his fans. His fans have got to stop bringing him up like this. He's going to be killed in this ring. This kid's not going to quit.
Listen to this place, though. They are firmly behind Aaron Dallas.
He's got him up tactical at this point.
Ow.
Wow.
Killjoy.
Opening up.
Wait a minute. No way.
Killjoy's looking for balance.
Could he be thinking for a Duck Valley driver from all the way up there?
If it happens, this is definitely the end of this match. You see Trevor slowly getting up.
Dallas trying to fight out of it.
Pointing the elbows straight to
He
the
does.
face. You gotta put him down.
Knocks Killjoy off balance. Wait a minute. Eon's back to his feet, though.
High risk, high reward. And still tagging Trevor. Trevor down. These guys' chests are going to be so red after this.
Hamburger meat. It's going to be hamburger meat. Wait a minute. Superplex! Oh, the superplex! And it crashed right into Eon! Killjoy crashed right into Eon coming down on the superplex!
All three men down.
What a contest!
This is where Matthias comes in. This is where Matthias makes his money. Earns that payday.
You got some people in the ProSouth universe chanting for Trevor. You got some chanting for AD. There's some chanting for Killjoy. But what I say is, what an opening contest.
This is the best match that can happen in this building right off the bat. First match in this building, and it's going to be hard for anybody to follow. It's over. Done.
Twisting DDT from Eon.
It is over.
That's usually the prelude. Wait a minute. Killjoy's in that position he don't want to be. Trevor's measuring him. Oh, Killjoy able to counter. Oh, delivering a gut buster. Front roll. Just a 2. Wait a minute. Back into the schoolboy. Dallas able to get a hand in and gets a drop kick for his troubles. Beautiful.
Cowboy roll.
Able to get out of the Oklahoma roll. Looking for a backslide now. Backslide. Once again, just a 2 though. Wait a minute. Oh. Whoa.
Killjoy should have grabbed that middle rope. Use it for balance. Back to back. It's a standoff.
Swing and a miss again. Oh. Wait a minute. Killjoy's got him hooked. Wait a minute. Ghostbuster! Ghostbuster! Steel toe! Steel toe! Steel toe! Dallas did it! Dallas did it! Dallas did it!
Believe in miracles. What a finish to this first match. All three men down.
Killjoy! Killjoy hitting the move that won him the All-Out Championship, the Ghostbuster. But he didn't count on Dallas being right there, delivering that steel toe right between the eyes. Aaron Dallas is back, and he's back in a big way.
Come on. I had a stroke last year. My brain was broken. What a match.
Former champion Rob Killjoy.
Trevor looking on the outside. Look at it. In the corner. What's going to happen? He's going to punch him. He's just called up. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Killjoy.
Sign of respect.
telling him you earned it. There's that show of respect.
From behind, he did not.
Of course, Killjoy frustrated that he couldn't keep that All-Out championship, but showing respect to the new All-Out champion and new No Limits champion here in Dallas.
Sign of respect to this man. Showing respect. Maybe they will hug it out. Fans want a hug. Trevor, the devil. The devil has a heart. What respect to this guy.
Beautiful show of respect by two world-class athletes.
Trevor's not letting go of the hand.
Wait a minute! Trevor! Trevor, wait a minute! Trevor, what the hell are you doing?
He's here. He's back, everybody.
Why, Trevor, why?
That's like asking Jason, why doesn't he run? It's Trevor, finally. Matthias finally doing what he does best. Get his family back in order. Like two hyenas protecting your kill. Matthias, with the intention, he had to have known. He had to have known.
Oh my God, no, not another one. Not another one, no. Another Gothplex.
You got crying. I'm so happy. Finally, Trevor did that deal with the restraining rules. Trevor, beyond. Aaron Dallas, they won this match. He's laid out. Trevor's walking out.
I don't even know what to say.
What a match. I'm shocked.
I'm just shocked at the actions of Trevor Eon after the bell.
Why? It's Trevor. How long have you known Trevor?
I've known Trevor for years, but he's still shown respect.
It's
Thrown the
always
throne
more-
of hell or not.
It's always more fun to be the bad guy. Ladies and gentlemen, for you just joining us, this is ProSouth Wrestling in the new building. I call it the ProSouth Palace, and this place is amazing. You come on down to, what's the address here? 1300 Industrial Boulevard.
1003 Industrial Boulevard, Piedmont, Alabama.
It is a tag team match. Introducing team number one.
All right, Keep the action going. We got some tag team action coming at you. And if you're tuning in the ProSouth for the very first time, first of all, we welcome you. But here at ProSouth, we do tag team matches just a little bit differently. If a competitor is to roll out of the ring, it qualifies as a legal tag. Lucha rules, baby. And of course, you can't talk about hottest tag teams in the Southeast without talking about these two men, Zach Mosley, Bryce Cannon, the Exotic Youth.
Love tag team wrestling. You know these guys. You guys have been Carolina, South Carolina, they're great. Woo! Feel that
Come on now! The boots are still in the ring as an ambush job from Exotic Youth.
Well, you talk about the Exotic Youth, they've traveled everywhere. But the men that are going to be standing across from two homegrown ProSouth talents that have formed as a tag team, become two-time ProSouth Tag Team Champions.
Card stacked against them tonight. Their back is against the wall.
And introducing their opponents.
Testing. Yo, hey. ProSouth Wrestling! Daddy's home. We about to get ignorant.
The voice of the ghetto rock star himself, Tyrese Murphy, just simply saying, we about to get ignorant. Tyrese Murphy running like rabid fans at a My Chemical Romance concert.
Pin Ultimate Warrior right there. I just got to brag about these two. These two guys have come so far, getting so much better in the ring. Gel together as a tag team. What?
What is this? This, my friends, is one of the hottest tag teams at ProSouth Wrestling, Supreme Metal. The Supreme Athlete and the Ghetto Rock Star.
Tyrese has come so far, so quickly. Tyrese playing mind games. Not having it.
Noisily acting like someone canceled a subscription to Warcraft.
Yeah, because they usually have to pay for that. It's usually $10 to do that promotion. So that's $20 they owe them already.
They're checking for bruising. They're checking for bruising.
Yes, you have to. Great tag partners.
just feel the electricity in the air right now, Wicked.
Back to back. That's what you got to do. You cannot trust Tyrese said he won't do it again. Definitely playing the mind games. Oh, come on. That's
The $1 million mullet.
Yes. Some of the best hair in professional wrestling right here in this room. I saw Mosley one day, he had gold shards. He was spraying. I was like, you can put that on food. But he, you know, the poop comes out gold. He does both with it. Man, eats gold, craps money. Here we go. Tyrese in the wrong corner. Still trying to play those mind games.
Roman Miller starting it off for Supreme Metal. Zach Mosley starting it off for the youth.
Mosley looks perturbed.
Collar and elbow tie up. Here we go. Beautiful arm wringer.
Oh, he's messing with the ball. Come on now. That rate's going up.
That's the thing about Supreme Metal. They just love to have fun.
Yeah, but having fun doesn't win matches all the time. You have to stay focused.
Of course, you know, you talk about how far that Tyrese Murphy has come. Just think of how far Roman Miller's come over the years.
Look, see?
Oh, beautiful job by Mosley, able to land on that. Oh, what a short arm lariat, though, from Miller. Beautiful arm drag.
Oh, Mosley across the ring.
The athlete's in the zone. It's good.
Mosley eating the turnbuckle. Oh, here we go, cannonball.
Here it comes, charging in.
Nope.
Delivering the monkey flip. Oh,
Mosley almost landed on his feet.
still able to keep his balance. Oh, but not able to avoid the blockbuster.
I'm going to say he pulled his hair and he did that. Remember, like you were saying earlier, you don't actually have to tag. You can go out of the ring, and the person comes in, lose your tag rules.
Of course, Tyrese, oh, beautiful drop kick right to the chest. Quick cover.
Tyrese
says-
with such intensity.
2 says referee Nick Rich.
At least these guys, they have such charisma together. Bryce is not even worried about it. He knows Mosley can stomp and come back. All the faith in the world. That's what you got to have with your tag partner. Faith. Oh, just mocking him on the outside. The quick tags in and out. The
Smart
stomps.
strategy. It is smart strategy shown by the former ProSouth Tag Team Champions.
Mosley's got to get out of the ring. Make the tag and get out of the ring.
Oh, shot right to the eye.
The great equalizer.
Oh, Cannon, though, not able to execute the charge.
You will never see Bryce Cannon out there sewing alligators on his shirt.
Oh, version of the poetry in motion by Supreme Metal. Beautiful tandem offense.
It's a duet. That's what this is.
Beautiful backdrop. Nope. Thought Tyrese is going for the cover. That hesitation.
Ooh, that hesitation definitely cost him. There's no way around that. Bryce saving his energy, pulling himself up by using the ropes. It's always a smart strategy. Use the ropes. Do not
Tyrese off the ropes, charging in. Beautiful European uppercut. Oh, Cannon able to counter. Oh, penalty kick.
Mosley tried one on the outside.
Tyrese
was there.
measuring Cannon to springboard in. Bryce
Bryce is hurt. Bryce is hurt.
Oh, Mosley!
He barely connected to the edge of that ring. Oh, Tyrese may be out.
They're right out here in front of us now.
Tyrese may be out. Oh, those are repeated knees.
Sending Murphy back into the ring.
Tyrese used all his energy for his entrance with all the explosiveness. Now, after having those repeated knees to the gut, he has no energy, there's no air. Bryce working on the arm. It's arm day today in the gym.
Oh! Raking both eyes with his feet. Now Cannon. Oop. Murphy not where he wants to be. Double knees right to the nose.
And takes home out for good measure.
This is where the exotic youth is so dangerous.
What a cannonball. Consistent cannonball gets you every time. Only a 2 count.
Exotic youth right now are showing why every promotion they walk into across the South, they will walk out at some point with that promotion's tag team championship.
You're exactly right. Anytime these guys show up, you guarantee belts will be taken.
You gotta think the exotic youth has gotta be a team that our ProSouth tag team champions, the Northside Heroes, have gotta be watching closely.
Every tag team needs to be watching exotic youth and how they work. These guys are putting it in today. Mosley knows that Tyrese is really close to his mom and told him,
Guillotine.
call your mom and tell him, this is what I did to you. Zach Mosley trying to actually injure the face, rearrange the face.
And of course, while Mosley was with the official, Bryce Cannon delivering a guillotine leg drop right across the ropes on the throat of Tyrese Murphy.
You blame his own partner for that, because the partner is over there talking to the referee. Oh, wow. Roman's gonna have to get in here. Tyrese has got to get out of the ring. He's got to make that tag soon. Face lock. They choke him out.
Tyrese trying to fight out of it, delivering some shots to the body.
He has some space. Good grab. Stopping the tag.
That strength of Zach Mosley, too. Delivering a Death Valley driver. Now Cannon in. Oh, what a sliding lariat. Did you hear the thud of the impact? Just a 2.
Bryce checking on the hair. The hair is still perfect, my man. There you go. Great teamwork. Roma has to get out of the ring because he's been choking. That's why you wear 2 shirts.
Oh!
Add insult to injury. This could be
Cover.
over.
Just a 2.
Very, very lucky that was not a 3. Tyrese looking a little worse for wear there.
Tyrese off the ropes, but Mosley right there. Tyrese trying to fight him off, but that moment that it took for Bryce to recover was all that was needed.
They're working the body of Tyrese.
Double Russian leg sweep.
They're not done with him yet.
Oh! Double super kicks for good measure.
And how much of a superstar he's going to be after this with a face. banged up because they are messing him up. They have worked on the face, they've worked on the throat, they've worked on the gut.
And now going after the arm.
Oh, he's going to snap it.
That joint manipulation of those fingers.
Tyrese may have to tap.
But not only that, having that arm in that position, exposing the rib cage of Tyrese Murphy. Making it just so easy to lay those shots into the ribs.
Tyrese used all that energy at the beginning now. He is winded. He is run down.
Bryce
He's almost on E.
Can't be much left of the ghetto rock star. Oh, friendly fire! Friendly fire! Don't you dare. Schoolboy! No, rolling through. Oh, but Cannon with a boot right to the mouth.
Tyrese is bleeding from the mouth. Bryce in there like a white shadow with that. He's got to check on Mosley.
Tyrese
Turn around.
battered and bloody, just trying to make it through his corner, but Cannon right there, knocking Miller off the apron.
Making sure he was down. He'd be hitting the hand a little extra because Roman's trying to hold on. Reversal.
Oh, up and over. Cannon going back to the top rope, looking to try again. Oh, got caught! Got caught! Uranagi!
Great counter. He needed that.
Can Tyrese get over to Miller?
He's going to make the tag first. Bryce calling with everything he has.
There's the tag! Here comes Roma. It's Miller time. Roma Miller like a house of fire, like LeBron coming in off the bench. What an enziguri to the back of the head. Uh-oh. September 16th, it's officially the opening of Stepdaddy season.
You get a pumpkin spice latte with that?
Free with every kick to the teeth.
Nice lefts.
Little flip-flop and fly.
That elbow.
Calling Murphy into the ring. So much taken out of Tyrese Murphy, but always willing to fight. Uh-oh. Prepare for trouble and make it double. Supreme Metal blasting off again.
Synchronized stops. Kurt Franklin would be happy with this.
Nick Rich just trying to restore some semblance of order here.
Good luck with that.
Oh, wicked. Get a look at Bryce Cannon. He's got the Krispy Kreme eyes. They're glazed over. Oh, beautiful double team. That knee to the back causing Mosley to spike on top of his head off that flatliner. There's the cover from Murphy. No. That was close.
Tyrese, of course, on the hair.
Both of these men just throwing. Oh, wait a minute. Oh!
Oh,
a low blow! A low blow!
It's over.
There's the front Russian leg sweep. Cannon rolling out. Mosley's up top. Mosley's legal. What a frog splash! The Youth with the win.
The winners of the match, the team of Bryce Cannon and Mosley, the Exotic Youth.
Rest of the ProSouth Tag Team Division, watch out.
Bryce is trying to make a wish over there.
Mosley kicked his own partner in the back of the head.
I blame Tyrese for that as well.
Here at ProSouth, we blame James Hardy. Blame James 2022. Use the hashtag on the live chat. Of course, you got to give it up to this wonderful tag team, the Supreme Metal, for bringing the fight to the Exotic Youth tonight.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
Wait a minute. Listen to that ovation. The king is examining his new throne room. After only 6 weeks. The king is ready to address his kingdom.
Hey, you know, it's not bad for about 9 days of work, huh? You know, there was a lot of people that came together and put in a lot of hours to get us right here tonight. It's not just Ace Haven. There was a whole crew behind this that made this happen, and they made it happen for the packed house that we've got here tonight in our new venue. Now, Rome wasn't built in a day, guys. The previous arena was 14 years of trial and error. So what you see here is a work in progress, and it's going to get better every week, I guarantee you that. And the first thing I'm going to fix is the epilepsy light over there. That's awful. There's just a part of me that somewhere in here feels, ProSouth, that this has to be James Hardy's fault somehow. if we're gonna chant anything at James Hardy, we're gonna chant Blame James.
Like I said, use the hashtag in the live chat.
But guys, personally, it warms my heart to see as many of you that have turned out here for our return show here tonight. This incredible card, all the talent that's here. I know they appreciate you just as much as I do. But I want to challenge you to something. I want to make a challenge right here tonight to everyone in this arena. I want to know how many of you I'm going to see next week. All right, I got permission from the Queen. I'm gonna drop the bombshell tonight. This week, the return show, right? Great card, all kinds of people on board for it, right? Next week, the 2022 Battle Rumble. Now, I didn't come out here to talk. I just wanted to say hey to you guys. We're going to keep going with this great night of action we've got already. And maybe, just maybe, we won't have anything else to blame James Hardy for.
Heartfelt speech given by the King.
That announcement, man.
Oh boy, the 2022 Battle Rumble. The one event you can say about ProSouth Wrestling where you just don't know what's going to happen.
He needed to make a proclamation in his new kingdom.
I already said that, James. You're stealing my lines.
Is scheduled for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first. Making his way to the ring, he is the Grandmaster of the Serpent Ninja Academy. He is the Serpent Assassin, Brandon Watley.
Brandon Watley looking to get back on track after coming up short at the Farewell 7th Avenue event in that triple threat main event for the ProSouth Championship.
He must have been on a tear. Like, can anybody beat anyone at this point?
You know, whether you condone the actions of the Serpent Assassin or not, I'm going to go on record and say 2022 has been the best year of Brandon Watley's career, especially right here at ProSouth.
Oh, absolutely. Not considering everything he's done outside of ProSouth, what he's done at ProSouth has been spectacular.
And introducing his opponent.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is ProSouth Wrestling. Well,
And
this is usually straight
introducing
lines.
his opponent.
Hey, Be what in the ring? Can't wait for him to be a DLC in Mortal Kombat 12. Get those educated feet, man.
Alternate skin for Reptile. That's
Yes, exactly.
Sure.
I would use him over Reptile any day. Whoever it is might be scared to come out. B1 has. Well, I cannot say enough about B1. Brandon Watley should be on everybody's mind when it comes to opponents they want to wrestle. Roma, Tyrese, Brandon just have come leaps and bounds.
You know,
those guys are just putting butts in seats, doing work, making money.
Making his ProSouth return,
Christian
Ironclad
Christian Garrett,
Garrett, oh my goodness.
You know, the original opponent for tonight for Brandon Watley was Sean Angelo Montana, set to make his ProSouth debut, but our heart here at ProSouth goes out to the family of Sean Angelo Montana, who unfortunately lost his brother earlier this week. Our heart's with you, Sean, and we hope to see you here at ProSouth very soon. But Christian Garrett taking the place of Sean Angelo Montana.
That sucks. That is, this is going to be a good match. Christian's good. Way to bring down the commentary. We're trying to win commentary of the year. You know, make me cry. And you know I cry easily nowadays. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm actually about to cry. I don't even know the guy.
Oh, Watley going right after Garrett!
Already. Somebody give me Kleenex. Oh, I would not get in between those two.
Oh, here comes Garrett, though. Garrett trying to fight back.
Christian and B1 over the years have had some pretty good matches. They know each other too well.
Their history dates back to 2018. Christian Garrett was one of the earliest victims of Serpent Destruction. 4 years later, Garrett looking for some revenge, delivering that vicious chop. This is vintage Garrett delivering that snapmare. Follows this up with a beautiful low drop kick.
Talk about the educated feet of Brandon Watley.
Only a one, though.
B1 just kicking out. B1's got that too much in him. He's got that dog in him. Look at his x-rays. Wasn't that long ago the fans were screaming for B1. Now they're screaming at him. Big boot. Got it rattled.
Into the cover off that back elbow from the middle rope. Just a two.
Christian has come to prove a point. He's back. And B1 is down. And worse for wear.
Oh, going for a second cover, but second verse, same as the first. Brandon Watley able to get out of it. Of course, we could just think, where would that scale Christian Garrett in the rankings if we were to pull up the win over Brandon Watley tonight?
Oh, B1 has to be up there as one of the #1 contenders for any championship. If he wins this,
oh!
Nope. If he wins this, as I said. See, oh my God. That's fine.
Much like the Atlanta Falcons, Christian Garrett had all that forward momentum, but it's come to a grinding halt in a heartbeat.
That was about a 28-3 kick to the back of the head, too. Whatever got into B1, I'm here for it.
Wait a minute. Watley off the ropes, delivering the axe kick. Watley into the cover. Brandon Watley has just won this in convincing fashion.
B1 acting like he's trying to feed the streets.
Brandon Watley not getting paid by the hour. Delivering that super kick to Christian Garrett and just immediately following it up with a kick to the back of the head and then the axe kick.
I don't know which was worse. About 8 kicks there to give you CTE.
Of course, you know, when we talk about the dangerous kicks of Brandon Watley, I witnessed him send a man to the hospital off the spin kick of doom.
Like
Brandon Watley winning. It was convincing.
What was I
This
just
win
saying?
was convincing.
We were just talking about that. See, we're psychics or psychotic, one of the two.
You can be a little bit of both.
Well, we know which
Out of
one
love.
I am. I don't know
Saying
what
it out
you
of
do.
love. Please don't hurt me.
Christian Garrett coming back and eating those kicks. Good. I mean, you got to give it to the man. Anybody would have went down for after that. Wow.
ladies and gentlemen.
We are here,
Yeah.
ProSouth Palace.
You know, the feeling is still unbelievable. We've been out here,
Havingham. Havingham Palace is what we're going to call it.
you know, we've been out here for a good hour now, and it still doesn't feel
It
real.
seems like 5 minutes. These matches have been flying by. We have seen some great matches.
It just feels so good to be back in the saddle, ladies and
The
gentlemen.
following contest is scheduled for one fall.
Yippee-ki-yay.
And it is a four-way, no disqualification match to determine the #1 contender for the U2 Championship.
Oh my, here we go. Let's resume the chaos.
I've seen a lot of this guy since the last time I was here, and holy crap. He's one of those guys that you look out for. Come to ProSouth while you can see him because he won't be here long. That guy is going to be on your TV very, very soon.
350 pounds of pure aggression. The Prophet, Brother Azrael, one half of the former ProSouth Tag Team Champions, the Primacy.
He is the Prophet, Brother Azrael.
No disqualifications. Brother Azrael coming armed.
He brought out the kendo singers right off the bat. We saw the Singapore Canes, but you can't call it anymore. What a behemoth of a man. You've got to see him in person to see how big he is.
And introducing his opponent.
Hey, here's a man that you are very familiar with, Wicked.
We actually had mimosa brunch today, talking about this match.
Making his way to the ring, he is the mayor of Vice City, the Mulatto Monarch. He is representing the Swipe Life. He is Mr. Swipe Right, the pickup artist, Shane Mango.
I asked him about this. He said, everyone in here is on a different level. I'm very excited for this. As he drank his fourth mimosa, he told me on a scale of 1 to 10, most of these people are a 1. I said, whoa, come on. Come on, Mako. He said, instinctively, a 1. Because they're alive. I'm like, okay, Mako.
That is something I wouldn't put it past Shane Mako to say.
No, I'm telling you, we were actually drinking bottles of mimosas. If Michael Jackson had a favorite wrestler, he'd be that man.
And introducing their opponent.
The Prince of Punishment. You know, next Thursday, he and I have we have a brunch date again because we're really into brunch with Kanye West.
Kanye.
Talk about that Gap deal, yeah. You know, since Gap isn't performing Kanye like they should, we'll jump on that deal. Get us a couple of Yeezys out of it.
Anticipation.
Also talk to you about copyright and upper echelon.
making his ProSouth return. This is the answer,
Josh Breezy making his ProSouth return. So cool to call Breezy.
Of course, you know, Josh Breezy, not only a well-accomplished professional wrestler, but a well-accomplished musician as well.
He's at Cool Breeze camp. I know he was in talks with Jay Prince, but I don't think Rap-A-Lot worked out for him yet. He's on his way.
Introducing their opponent.
Shane Mako, he wants this fur coat protected with our lives.
I bought that for him. I want to protect it with my life too. I get so mad when people put it on. Man, it took us forever to find that, seriously. You know how many Muppets we had to kill for that? I will try not to be biased. But I do have a Cuban cigar for Mako and I after this.
Dorian, the former YouTube champion.
Dorian wants it back.
Looking to earn that opportunity to earn a shot at the man who took the YouTube championship from. And we will see defend that YouTube championship later tonight, the tragic Prince Cameron Keys.
He may be the most decorated person in this match. He's held what it was. 4 tag team titles. All out. He's done it all.
Multiple-time tag team champion, and then the first ever singles championship in his career was that YouTube championship. Dorian, the only 2-time YouTube champion.
The only thing missing from him is Matthias. Matthias did so well together. And there's the bell. Mako asking, was the bell? Speakers are hooked up.
Waiting to see
Mako
who's going to make the
smart.
first
Get out of
move.
the ring.
Here we
Get out of
go.
the ring and let them beat each other up. There you go. Let the Prophet do what he does. Bring the doom.
His brother Azrael sporting some new gear here tonight. Oh, what an elbow right across the top of the dome piece. You know, Pick is only in there to do one or two things. Either count the pin or call for the submission. Everything else, he can just ask, why?
Use those closed fists. There you go. A couple of chokes and closed fists.
Power of the Prophet.
Big clothesline.
Brother Azrael out of the gate, just in firm, total control. Vicious clothesline, almost turning Dorian inside out.
So there's a train. There's 2 tracks. You can pick to kill 6 people, or you can kill a baby. Which one are you going to kill? Because Azrael's going to kill both of them. He is the trolley that goes over both tracks. This is fantastic. The bottomless mimosas. We're being joined by Shane Mako.
Shane, should you
got
be
that-
focused on wanting to win this match?
Hey, look. See, he goes over there. Big pile driver. This could be it.
Oh,
Every
Mako
opportunist.
trying to steal that cover. Azrael taking exception to that. Breezy from behind now. Mako delivering those shots to Breezy. Oh, uh-oh.
We'll break down the communication here. Maybe should have paid him beforehand. See, what you gotta do is you gotta grease the palm before the match, Mako, not after. We're just staggering around after that headbutt.
Breezy trying to will Dorian back up here.
It's every man for himself. Come on, guys.
But it's going to take both of them to take down the Prophet. Beautiful double drop kick.
He goes down.
Mako again
Quick
sliding
pinfall.
into the
Come on, the
cover.
referee's out of position. This should be over. was a 3 count.
Uh-oh, wait a minute. Mako trying to talk his way out of it.
He's usually good about that.
Double Irish whip. Oh, whip the double drop kicks again.
Yeah.
Mako holding onto the ropes for leverage.
Always thinking. But Barry Bonds got him in the back.
Mako now measuring Breezy, charging in. Look for the splash in the corner.
Nobody's
Breezy able
home.
to get out of the way.
Oh, sit down single Sambo.
Mako's foot was on the ropes, but Nick Rich out of position again. Did not see the
There's no
foot on the ropes.
disqualification. It doesn't matter. That was out of instinct. He did that out of instinct. He tried to throw everybody off. Breezy in control right now. Rides around with a convertible with AC on. That's how breezy he is. Those chops unanswered.
Oh, as you say it, a shot right to the throat. Oh, beautiful
That
leg
could be
lariat.
That could be it.
Oh!
The kendo stick comes into play.
You know, Brother Azrael is dangerous enough as is. You give that man a weapon like a kendo stick.
Oh, this isn't going to be good. He's still pitching baby batter up.
Oh, Dorian able to catch the kendo stick.
Now it's in Dorian's hand. What Dorian going to do? Is Dorian going to use it? He's doing the wrong thing by giving him a chance.
Oh, Mako now's got the kendo stick.
Oh! Miscommunication. I think Mako cares.
Wait a minute, Dorian. Oh, twisting suplex.
Go for the cover.
Just
Only
a
count.
two.
Everybody's down. The mayhem is all around the ring. You got Azrael on the outside. And Breezy
Fighting at the steps.
a look to the back of the head right there on the steps.
Clothesline in the corner from Dorian.
The action inside and outside the ring. Azrael has something lined up. Clothesline for Mako.
All that momentum sending Mako off his own feet.
And a big man like Dorian will do that to you. Kendo sticks back. Business is picking up.
Cracking it over the back of the neck. Now onto the shoulder blades.
He learned that from Barry Bonds. Perfectly legal.
Oh, come on. You should know better than anybody that Shane Mako is a Tigers fan. He learned that from Miggy.
But his favorite player is Barry Bonds. He thinks Barry Bonds is the greatest of all time. We hung out with Hank Aaron before Hank Aaron passed away, God rest his soul. And he told Hank Aaron straight to his face, Barry Bonds is the best. I was like, you don't say that to Hank Aaron. Well, that's Shane Mako for you. Mako taking his time, setting the pace for this match. There's no rush in this.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wicked, you might want to look right here in front of us. Josh Breezy is setting up a table right out here
Oh, that
in
can't
front
be
of
good
us.
for somebody. My man wore his camouflage, said, I'll get the tables. Azrael on one side. Mako firmly in control in the ring. Tables being set up. Straight across the back. The fans want one more time for that.
And now that kendo stick just being held across the back of the neck of Dorian, and again, nothing Nick can do about it.
Dorian just being choked on the ropes. Oh, to the knee. Oh, my goodness gracious alive. The sickening thud of that. Man has a family. Straight to the gut. How is Dorian able to just live to fight another day? Only a 2 count. How is Dorian kicking out?
Oh! Kendo stick right to the back of the head. As quick as Breezy was in the ring, he's out again.
He is out of there.
Mako doing a beautiful job of cutting off the ring.
That's what he's gonna do. He's in total control right now. This is his match to lose.
Wait a minute.
He said no. This is it. You know what time it is. It's time to swipe.
Now going for the pickup line. Oh! Right into the spear! That same spear that got Dorian the into. No!
You can just see the soul leave Mako's body.
I want to check on the rib cage of Shane Mako after that wicked spear.
Dorian's still trying to get to his feet, and another kendo shot. Breezy. Who would have thought he spray painted a car in Singapore after that? Man.
Wait a minute.
This could be it.
Beautiful scoop slam from Azrael. Delivering that Abdullah the Butcher style elbow drop, but only good for a 2.
So that was a scoop slam. It was more like 2 scoops. That man is just nothing but power. There's something in mind.
Azrael looking to inflict more punishment. Another table.
Dorian's down, Mako's down. Azrael has a table. Putting it in the ring. Breezy's down with the table set up beside him.
Got a table set up right out here in front of us. Another table being slid into the ring.
This is mayhem. This is cats and dogs living together as one. Republicans and liberals coming together. Setting up in the corner. Mako taking this time.
Breezy trying to recover right here on the entranceway.
Breezy's lucky to be alive.
Trying to shake those cobwebs off after that vicious kendo stick shot to the back of the head. Oh, what a full Nelson slam from Azrael. Saying it's done.
Table set up. Will it be used?
Oh, I see what he's doing. Looking to add injury to insult here to Dorian, measuring him up for that spear. We've seen Dorian put so many men away with.
Azrael trying to give Mako pink eye over there.
Here comes the Prophet. Oh!
My God!
Azrael crashing hard right through that table.
Can he get him up? Can he get him over?
Can he get that dead weight of Azrael over? Wait a minute. There's Mako.
Ever opportunist looking for that opening.
Wait a minute. Netflix and chill from
Netflix and
Mako.
chill.
Official
Dorian
trying to get,
instinctively rolls out.
oh, and again Breezy cut off from getting into the ring.
Breezy cannot win for losing every time he tries to mount some offense. He is knocked back down.
Officials trying to get the remnants of that table out of the ring. Be careful for splinters. Wicked Azrael has barely moved ever since going through that table.
I think he may be out. We're going to have to get him some help. And how is Breezy still on his feet? This guy has taken a whooping. It just keeps coming. He must be a Green Lantern. It's will. It's willpower. That's your willpower.
Dorian being laid across that table now.
Time to swipe.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Breezy going up top. Mako right there.
Dorian down. Dorian's almost unconscious.
Wait a minute. No. No.
There's no
Mako
way.
can't be thinking this.
There's no
Mako
way
cannot be
superplex that.
thinking this.
No superplex to the outside. this part of the ring.
Wait a minute. Breezy on that top rope.
What is he
Breezy's
gonna do?
perched.
Fix the light while you're up there, kid. It's got to be 20 feet in there.
Breezy! Oh my God!
He hit the rail.
A swanton from the top through the table! Oh my God!
His ankle is shattered. His ankle shattered. Breezy's hurt. Breezy cannot be alive. Dorian is down.
And of course, Shane Mako, like the piranha that he is, picking up the scraps. Trying to get the dead weight of Dorian back into the ring.
Breezy up. How is he walking after that?
Breezy somehow back up on the apron. Mako's right there.
This could spell disaster.
Oh, kick right to the knee. Oh!
And Mako's out.
Breezy into the cover. Breezy's
How
got
did
a
he win that?
YouTube
How did he
championship
win that?
opportunity.
Your winner of the match and #1 contender for the YouTube Championship, Josh Breezy!
That man rides around in convertible with the AC on. He is Breezy. Wow. He may have to get that ankle checked out.
Josh Breezy making his ProSouth return after being gone well over a year. And in his first match back, earns himself an opportunity at the YouTube Championship.
He left everything in the ring. Every
And on the
single bit
outside
it.
of the ring,
And
on the
outside.
floor. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we are going to take a very brief intervention, but don't go anywhere. Me and Wicked will be right back, and we will bring you some more hot ProSouth action.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back, and it is time for the YouTube Championship match!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back, and the YouTube Championship is on the line. The winner of this match has got a date with Josh Breezy in the near future.
Got an update on Breezy. Talk to Breezy. What did he say?
Well, Josh Breezy took a rough fall up that swanton through the table, but he is okay, and he's going to be watching this matchup very closely. His focus is on one thing. That's becoming YouTube champion for the first time in his career. Much like Elijah Proctor looking to do here against Cameron Keys. champion. Man who actually bruised my orbital bone earlier this year.
The forever YouTube champion.
Forever! Not if Elijah Proctor has anything to say about it tonight. Of course, you know, earlier this evening we're talking about a year for, what a year it's been for Brandon Watley. Think about the year it has been for Cameron Keast.
Cameron has been dominant.
You know, ending 2021 as ProSouth champion, going all the way into June as the ProSouth champion, and now carrying that YouTube championship.
The forever YouTube champion. I've got to call it that for the rest of my life. His forever speech it broke my heart. It was amazing. So triumphant.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the YouTube Championship. Introducing to my right, he is the challenger. He is the leader of the Lost, the Widow's Son, representing the Darkwing Ducks, Elijah Proctor.
Ovation there for Proctor.
And introducing to my left, he is your current reigning and defending YouTube champion. And coming to the ring by Harley Haven, he is the Tragic Prince, Cameron Keast. Your official for this contest, referee Luis Santiago.
Luis Santiago in charge of the action.
Be one hell of a matchup here.
Senior official of ProSouth Wrestling. Some time ago, title I once held. Senior official.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it's very weird hearing somebody else be called a head official here. I'm like, no one's right for something. No offense to the guys are working their asses off. Big, strong tie-up, very tight.
You know, you look at a referee like Luis Santiago, he's better than I could have ever imagined myself being.
Oh, you're too hard on yourself. Cameron backing it up. Cameron can get under anybody's skin. He's so great at that.
Yeah, no kidding. Keast. Oh. Proceeds to do it to him again. Oh, inside cradle. Schoolboy.
We have seen some of the best schoolboys I have ever seen tonight. I love it.
Cameron Keast is extremely frustrated right now.
I think he walks around frustrated all the time. Cameron always has a chip on his shoulder. Cameron feels like nobody respects him, so he has to earn it or beat it into him. He usually beats it into him.
You know, throughout tonight we talk about how far people have come. I mean, look how far Cameron Keast has come over the years.
He's one of those guys that got better and better and better, developed a character, and then that character is now an extension of him. I love it. It's some of the best. He's my forever champion.
Oh, stomp right to the toe. I don't know what the knock off is. The Keast. Oh, what a shoulder block.
He about ran through him.
Ooh, there's the drop down. Leapfrog. Keast doing a good job of rolling through. Passes him by. Shatters him off the ropes. Oh, shoulder tackle there from Proctor. Oh, here we go again. Drop down. Leapfrog. Oh, able to sweep the leg up and a drop kick right to the chest.
That was directly in the chest. They've taken a little bit out of Cameron on that one.
Might have caught him right in the rib cage. Now, Keast able to reverse the Irish whip into a takedown. Might have had him by the hair here.
Good momentum. He's got to use the momentum against him. He may not be the biggest guy, but Cameron's one of the smartest.
And of course, off something like a hair whip, Keith's going into the cover, just trying to get out of this matchup as quickly as possible. Ooh, vicious right hand right on top of the head. Proctor reversing the Irish whip. Oh.
Nice sling.
What'd you call that, a slingshot arm drag?
That's what I would have called it. It's great, man. These guys are using the momentum of the other against each other. You gotta love that.
Ooh, doing a good job of getting the knee up there on the charge of Keist. And now Proctor delivering a shot to Keist. Keist is wobbled. Takes down Keist. Oh!
What a senton.
A slingshot senton into the ring. Cover, hooks both legs.
Can we see a replay? Oh, never mind. We need a camera for a replay. That was awesome.
Oh. Oh, turnabout is fair play.
Like rat, around and round, round and round. Here we go.
Oops, swing and a miss. I don't think Keith's supposed to be there. Oh my God, what a backbreaker.
Is there a chiropractor in the house? That's how you break lumbar.
Oh, got a hold. Wait a minute. There's Harley. There's Harley up on the apron, crouching Proctor on the top rope. You had to know Harley was going to come into play at some point.
Her mom taught her well. That's what having a great valet, great manager, that's what it does for you.
Unfortunately, as much as I would like to agree with you, it's not Amy that taught Harley these dark ways.
That's about the managerial, but you are correct.
It's former.
She has been corrupted.
The blame goes to former ProSouth champion Tyler Colpret on that one.
And a tumble to the outside. He ate crap and burned on that one.
Keith mockingly asking if he's okay.
Harley has morphed into she who walks behind the cornfields. I'm sorry, you saw Harley walk down a dark alley. You might as well turn around and walk the other way. She may stab you. That dastardly Harley Haven.
And of course, with Harley, it's a dangerous duo with Cameron Keith, you know.
They make an amazing duo.
Keith off the knee strike underneath the chin. Just a two.
The elbow across the chin when you kick out. For those who don't know, you do that when they kick out. Just goes right across, takes a little bit more out of them. Makes you think twice about kicking out the next time.
Oh! Might have just dislocated one of the fingers of Elijah Proctor.
He will never be able to bowl again.
Take away just from being able to bowl again. Just think of how smart this is on the part of Keith to try to dislocate those fingers. It's going to make it very difficult for Proctor to hook something simple like a suplex. He wants to try to cinch in a crossface. No go, your fingers are dislocated.
He is, ooh, those fingers, you can see how gnarly that one is. He's definitely dislocated one finger.
Trying to fight back is Proctor.
With one hand. Thank God Marco Polo's not here.
Proctor's in the corner. Here comes Keith. Proctor able to get a boot up. Oh, beautiful leg sweep. Just taking the knees right out from underneath Keith.
Whatever works.
Oh, senton right across the back.
Well, he has the crowd behind him. What's Elijah going to do with it? There's this crowd eating out of his hand. Cameron's down. Harley stalking.
Proctor just creating some separation, just trying to shake the cobwebs off.
Needs to tape up his finger.
Charging in. Oh, up and over. Oh, there's the keyblade from Keith.
That could be it.
Cover, hooks the leg. Just a two.
He's very close to being a three. Crowd is stunned. He was right there. Elijah had this in his grasp.
Shot right to the side of the head now. Here goes Keast off the ropes. Boot up right across the chin. Proctor doing a good job with these counters, but I was about to say he needs to mount some offense, and there it is with the clothesline. And now that back elbow strike.
He threw that elbow like he was trying to take out some teeth. Good.
Oh.
Oh.
Proctor. Oh, that drive-by forearm shot, sweeping the legs out. Here comes Proctor, cannonball.
That was like a Scud missile. He threw everything he could behind that.
And now Proctor going up to that top rope. What could he be thinking here? Moonsault!
Right to the gut. This could be it.
Keast down at 2.
It's how much do you want to be champion? That's what this is boiling down to. Does Cameron want to keep it, or does Elijah want to take it? Who wants it more? Elijah's saying it's over.
Looking to put away Keast.
Could be the beginning of the end.
Keast shoving him off. Ooh, but again, another boot to the face.
Cameron Keith's going to have a size probably about 12 across his face tomorrow.
Slingshot. Oh!
Oh, it is over.
Slingshot neck breaker.
Should have went for the cover. Oh, he's taking too long. He had it.
He's looking to put it away. He's looking to put the exclamation point on it. Wait a minute.
Up top again.
Oh, got it!
The Phoenix splash.
Whoa, 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 Harley!
Harley pulled the referee. Very smart. She may have just saved this match.
Hey, she's
Harley
gone!
has been ejected.
Oh, low blow from Keast.
But the ref didn't see it.
While
so it doesn't
Harley
matter.
was trying to break the record of Bobby Cox for most ejections, Keast connecting with the low blow. And now it's academic, bloody tears. Take the L out of Lover. This one is over.
The winner of the match, and still YouTube champion, the Tragic Prince, Cameron Keith.
And Harley right back out here to celebrate. Bobby Cox.
Fact of the matter is this. Cameron Keast has found another way to win, but now Cameron Keast has got to set his eyes on his new #1 contender, Josh Breezy, and that's a matchup I'm very much looking forward to down the road. Hey, you said it, your tagline, forever champ.
Forever. He is. He's a forever champ. He told us that. It still relates in this building. Frustration being shown from Elijah Proctor. That wasn't even our main event.
No, You know, we still have coming up next a rematch from Farewell Southern Avenue. What many touted as the best match of the evening. We have the rematch between the castaway Cabana Man Dan and the man made from Nightmares, the 2022 Gold Rush winner Marcus Ericks coming up next.
One of the best. You're talking about the future and the present of Marcus Ericks. That guy, man, he's. Woo.
And now let's send into the ring.
CMD,
James
he
Hardy.
saved it once. He can do
Scheduled
it again.
for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first.
Opportunity at the ProSouth Championship anytime he wants.
Man that controls his narrative, controls his very own fate. What an upset he pulled in the last building. Can he replicate that this time? CMD's one of those guys that if he loses, he always comes back a little bit better. Just could smell trouble. And yes, that was upset of the year.
There he is.
He is the castaway,
Cabana Man Dan. Looks like he spent a little extra time on the island preparing for this match this week.
I saw him out there eating raw salamanders. He's ready, locked, loaded. The streams that he puts out from the island are some of the best.
Cabana Man Dan looks fired up and ready to go. And those ever so dangerous flip-flops in the hand.
I want to run this match back. You left me empty-handed. I went for a handshake. You think you're better than me or something? You got a briefcase and me something? Huh?
You heard it. CMD reminding Marcus, he left him hanging last time. CMD respectfully extended that hand. Marcus said, nope.
Offering that show of respect that he showed at Farewell Southern Avenue. Oh, that disrespect shown by Marcus Ericks. Pie facing CMD again.
We know respect is earned, not deserved. So.
Here we go, collar and elbow. Just that power of Marcus Ericks.
He definitely has the power gain in this.
CMD was looking for an O'Connor roll. Beautiful counter there by Ericks. Swing and a miss. Go behind again by CMD. Oh, beautiful way to transition to a snapmare. Oop, went for the guppy kick. No, nothing. Oh, Ericks scoops him up, slamming him down.
Work. He's been doing his work, you can tell.
Beautiful go behind. Wait a minute. CMD. Shipwreck right out the gate. Shipwreck right out the gate. No,
Oh,
just
my.
a 2.
CMD went for it.
I know it's early in the matchup, but Wicked, how many people actually kick out at the Shipwreck?
Not many. He may have hit it too early in the match.
Marcus Ericks is standing right now, but you gotta think if he has any idea where he really is right now.
He's lucky to be on his feet.
CMD in hot pursuit. Ericks running like Amber Heard from the payments. Oh!
CMD like Johnny Depp said, no. Here we go.
The spring-in tornado DDT. No, countered again. Oop. Able to slide under. Oh, Ericks sent up, over, and out. Wait a minute. Here comes Dan. Beautiful head scissors on the floor. Trying to fire this ProSouth crowd up. They've been electric all night. And now Dan going to the top rope.
Marcus turn around.
Crossbody. Lateral press, but only a 2.
What does CMD have to do to keep this man down?
That may be the answer. Was looking for the shipwreck a second time. Eric's able to counter. Ooh, CMD went for the spinning heel kick. Just got snatched out of the air. Oh, into a Blue Thunder. What strength from Eric's, but just a 2. Wicked, do we need to get your jaw from hanging out on the floor after that?
A lesser man would not have kicked out of that. Only somebody like CMD could kick out of that. Great counter.
Oh.
Right across the back.
Sickening thud of that clubbing blow.
Let's head back for the Hurricane Rana on the outside.
Oh, what a European uppercut. Of course, you know, Marcus Ericks, 9 years strong in the game. Honed his skills at the Nightmare Factory just outside of Atlanta.
The crowd hates Marcus Ericks. I have no idea why. They must hate a winner.
He hasn't necessarily done anything to earn their respect. I mean, for the love of God, he won the Gold Rush off a technicality.
Semantics. CMD, a legend. That made Marcus the legend killer. Izagiri found the spot.
Kick to the midsection. Looking for the shipwreck again. 3rd time. No. Went for the crossbody again. Eric's able to dodge. Like you said, Marcus Ericks has definitely done his homework on Cabana Man Dan. Eric's off the ropes. Oh my God, what a clubbing blow to the back of the head.
CMD's hurt.
CMD may be out. Cover, hooks the outside leg. No.
This referee has the fastest 3 count I've ever seen before in my life.
Hey, it's consistent.
Exactly. I love it. Keeps you on your toes. 10 toes is my MO. Just choking the life out of CMD. Good long tugboat back to the island.
CMD trying to fight back with these shots to the face. Oh, headbutt.
Man, headbutts coconuts for fun.
Jawbreaker. Marcus Ericks is wobbled. CMD off the ropes. Sunset flip.
Can he get it?
Eric's doing a good job of maintaining his balance.
Grabbing him by the ears.
Oh. Oh, roll through. No.
This really was a victory roll.
Ooh, people thought that was it. Wait a minute, Oklahoma roll. No.
We're not even in Oklahoma.
Still the name for it. Looking for a backslide now.
Can he get it? Can he overpower
That
Marcus?
power of Marcus Ericks. Doing a good job of planting his weight down, not allowing CMD to hit the backslide. Wait a minute. Ericks able to reverse the fortune. Wait a minute. Oh my God, a gory special face first into that top turnbuckle. Uh-oh. CMD don't want to be there. Oh my God.
The velocity upon which he hit that middle rope. CMD's hurt. CMD's hurt bad.
Cover. Just a 2, but if you notice, CMD not kicking out with much force, just barely rolling that shoulder up. You got to wonder how much is left of the castaway.
Oh, that he almost lost his ear in that.
Oh, what an elbow drop.
His ear hit that middle rope so hard.
You got to think of a ruptured eardrum.
Little cauliflower ear never hurt anybody. Oh, but that definitely did. Elbow straight to the back of the neck. He is working. CMD, I don't know how he's getting back to the island. He's going to have to take the tugboat. The rowboat's not going to work tonight.
And now this camel clutch just applied by Marcus Ericks.
CMD's got to reach deep for this. CMD's, he's going out.
He's out. He's out. No,
he's not.
No. There's still some fight left.
He's fighting back. Can you do it? There you go. Break that hold if you can break those fingers. Took him, slamming him into the back.
Sending him into the turnbuckles. I mean, beautiful strategy is creating separation.
That's the only way he can get him to let go. Marcus
Wait a minute. Look at that. Marcus Ericks grabbing that briefcase. We've seen this from Marcus Ericks before.
You got the flip-flop. The flip-flop against the case.
Oops, swing and a miss on both. Oh, what a pump kick! Uh-oh. Winding it up. Oh, able to block the flip-flop chop. Oh, my God, a corkscrew headbutt. Both men are down.
How much does that take out of CMD, though?
How much did that take out of Marcus Ericks?
A lot.
CMD flying in like a missile with that corkscrew headbutt.
CMD's headbutt should be illegal. You're headbutting coconuts all day. Come on.
Somehow. Oh, nope. I was about to say Marcus Ericks may be the first to fully pack up, but CMD.
King of the second wind.
God, what a shot. CMD. Oh, my God, what a knee strike. And a Russian leg sweep.
Great combo.
Here comes CMD. Guppy kick. Cover. No. Ooh, the crowd not agreeing with that, but Big Rich was in perfect position. That was a 2 count.
Ooh. Marcus is down. It doesn't look good. CMD, if he goes up top, he hits this, it could be over.
CMD going to that top rope. Marcus just trying to get back to his feet. Marcus Ericks is right there. Wait a minute. No. Superplex.
A snap suplex on top of that.
Wait a minute. Ericks rolling through, falling, in reverse. No. CMD able to counter. Wait a minute. Sand trap.
And that's it. Retribution.
Caught him in the sand trap.
Cabana Man Dan!
That sand sand trap happened so quick. Marcus had no idea, no way to counter.
Marcus Ericks went for the falling in reverse. CMD landing on his feet, catching him in the sand trap. Wait a minute.
CMD getting that win back.
Once again, trying to offer that show of respect to Marcus Ericks.
Still the briefcase. Come on, you can't steal the man's briefcase. Expect him to shake your hand. I don't think this is over.
I mean, it's 1-1 right now. Ladies and gentlemen, what a night of action it has been. You know, once again, we thank everybody for bearing with us over these numbers of weeks. We are so happy to be bringing the action back to you, but coming up next, it is time for our main event of the evening. The champion of champions has, no pun intended, his biggest challenge to date since becoming the ProSouth champion. Damien Seratone versus Cruel. I don't know what to expect in this. I mean, this is a man who we thought we knew for years that Damien Seratone would be standing across from, but something has changed in this man.
Damien has beaten them all. Line him up, knock him down.
Ladies and
That's what he's best at.
it
Doesn't
is
matter how big,
time
how tall,
for
how small,
the
how
main event
large.
of the evening.
He's going to find a
And
way
it
to
is
do it.
for
Always does.
the Pro South Championship.
What a night of wrestling we've had. It's all culminated to this very moment.
There he is.
There he is.
The reigning Southern Honor heavyweight champion.
That man rules the world. This is his world. We just live in it.
Cruel, all business.
It's not often you can say this about somebody. That man is a special attraction.
Size of that behemoth in the ring, that heathen.
What can you say about him? He's the best. He won today. He is the best big man. He's the most intimidating. He literally makes people piss themselves just walking into the ring.
Of course, here comes the man who has overcome every challenge, has had one of the best 2022s here at ProSouth Wrestling. He's the man who slayed the War Machine Rhino and now stands here, ProSouth and New Era champion, Damien Seratone.
Damien's not one to be intimidated by any means. As you can see, he's cautious.
Not walking with that same usual swagger we see from Damien Seratone. All business because he knows the scale of this challenge in front of him here tonight.
A lot of people say they're 7 foot tall. I'm 7 foot, you're 6'9". Kruger is legit 7 foot tall. I think he is the best big man.
Of course, you know, there's two deadly maneuvers from Cruel that we have to watch out for. That devastating choke breaker and the move that nobody gets away from. Scorched earth.
He's the best. One of his other great moves, the pin. The pinfall.
Listen, that ovation for the champion of champions.
You want to stop the war in Armenia right now? Cindy Kruger.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the ProSouth Championship.
Even James Hardy's intimidated.
Introducing to my right, he is the challenger. He is the Southern Honor Heavyweight Champion. He is standing at over 7 feet tall. He is the Heathen Crow.
Once a heathen, forever a heathen.
Big shout out to Brooklyn. Brooklyn, we love you. Get filled there quickly.
And introducing to my left, he is your current reigning and defending ProSouth champion, the Iron Man of ProSouth, the longest reigning Grand Slam champion, the champion of champions, Damien Saratow!
Wicked, wait a minute. Amy's back out here.
The commish.
Guys,
Whoa.
really sorry to interrupt again, but I had so much fun in the first match. We had 2 champions, and we've got 2 champions here. Once again, we've got the ProSouth champion, the Southern Honor champion. I got thinking, what if we added one more promotions champion?
What?
Oh, I don't know
I
that
think
company anymore.
everybody should join me in welcoming the new level pro champion.
Wait a minute.
Aiden Andrews.
Oh my God! No freaking way! No freaking way! No way! There he is! Aiden Andrews is back in a ProSouth building for the first time in over 3 years! Aiden Andrews has come home! A man who you once said is like a son to you is back in the ProSouth building.
One of the first people to hit me up when Angie died, right there. What? I cannot. I was cussed. Almost cussed. I didn't. I don't know what to say about this.
When the sound of Panic at the Disco hits, you know it's the violent gentleman himself, Aiden Andrews. This matchup has just gotten a whole hell of a lot bigger.
I cannot believe this is happening.
Aiden Andrews looking to take back the ProSouth Championship for the first time in over 4 years.
And added to the match, now making this
Wait a minute. Now what's going on?
Holy shit.
No. No way.
There is no way.
There he is, the killer weight, Joe Black.
As if this match couldn't get any bigger.
What is Joe doing out here? I mean, we know the history between Joe Black and Damien Saratow, what should have been GWH Feud of the Year for 2021. Yes, I know I'm biased, I don't care. The brutal last man standing match that these 2 men had.
No, it's okay. Take a breath. You're
The history between Joe Black and the Southern Honor Heavyweight Champion Cruel. And then many years ago, you have to remember, Joe Black called out that man right there, Aiden Andrews.
Double A just snatched the microphone out of his hand.
If we're gonna do this, let's do it for all.
Oh! Oh! Well,
Not how you expected that? There you go.
Well, here we go. Joe Black adding himself to this matchup. I mean, it's now a fatal four-way for the ProSouth Championship. Oh, my God.
Are you going to tell him no? I don't think anybody tells Joe Black no.
No. I've been hit by that man, and it's felt like somebody hit me across the jaw with a frying pan. I'm good. Oh, Cruel sent up and over, but still on his feet. Oh, what a drop kick from Damien. Cruel sent out to the floor, but again, still on his feet. Oh, and now this monster Cruel. My God, what a left.
Nobody throws a southpaw like him. Oh, my God.
Don't you know that Cruel's a chop-type Pokemon? It has no effect. And now look in the ring. Joe Black and Aiden Andrews facing off.
Both of those men are built out of granite. Cruel's built out of volcanic rock.
Oh my God, what a kick to the back of the head. Careful, Wicked, don't get us thrown off the air. Oh, what a suplex.
Only a 1 count.
Oh, Cruel punching that ring post with his left, being sent into it. And he Andrews with a dragon suplex. Just so much chaos going all over the ProSouth Palace.
Double A just laid out Joe Black with a dragon suplex.
Oh, wait a minute. The history of these two men.
This is 8 years in the making right here. Some of the hardest hitters in the South right here in one ring. Well, 2 on the outside, 2 on the inside.
Oh, what an Izakuri from Aiden Andrews. Oh, beautiful leg trip there by Serotonin. Delivering the super kick right underneath the chin. Aiden Andrews somehow still on his feet. Wait a minute, Serotonin right there. Went for the punchline. Aiden Andrews able to counter. Looking for the dragon.
Trying to lock his arms.
Well, wait a minute, back in the ring is
hands.
Cruel. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Goozled. Oh. And now just this power of Cruel.
Using the man to hit a man.
Oh! I mean, what can you say? Cruel just single-handedly took down the current and former ProSouth champion. Without even breaking a sweat.
Damien doesn't even have to get pinned to lose in this. This is what's so bad about this.
But now look at these two monsters in the ring in their own right. Oh, the straps are coming down. These chops just reverbing off the chest of Cruel, and he's just standing there. Oh my freaking God!
That's how you stop a heart.
Sounded like a shotgun blast.
Joe Black is one of the best to ever lace him up. One shot, he was down. If Freddy Krueger were real, he'd be Cruel. Seriously.
Oh, caught the kick. Wait a minute. Oh!
So this crowd's running for their lives on this one.
I mean, would you if you saw that 7-foot behemoth running your way?
Faint a heart attack.
Now fighting out here in front of us is Serotonin and Andrews.
Between what Cruel and Joe have done to each other, what Double A and Damien have done to each other, there's a lot.
Joe Black crashing hard off the apron.
The stories and matches these guys have had against each other, unbelievable. Screaming no mercy.
Oh. Back to the chops again. Wait a minute. Here comes Aiden trying to get in the middle of this.
Nope.
Oh, no. No, no, not this. Choke breaker. Oh!
Combo breaker. Does Double A owe them money? Back to where they were. I think right now you're looking at the best big man and the best professional wrestler.
Wait a
in the
minute.
world.
From behind, inverted choke slam. Oh, what a spear! That's the first time we've seen Cruel taking off his feet like that in this matchup.
Joe Black is the best professional wrestler in the world.
All four of these men are down, but all four fighting for a common goal, and that is the ProSouth Championship. Oh my God.
The fact that Damien is showing no fear up until then, he is just,
Look at that.
Damien is the ultimate champion.
Smart strategy. All three men are on him. Well, that didn't last long. Serotonin sent out to the floor. Here comes Cruel. Oh, Joe Black just sent to that top rope. Wait a minute. There's no way. No freaking way. Not from up there. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Power bomb! Power bomb! Roll through. Oh, what a German suplex! Oh!
Big
Busaiku knee! The Busaiku knee! Oh, the history between these two men. No, no way. Scorched earth! Scorched earth! Scorched earth! Serotonin! Serotonin to the cover! Serotonin retains!
And that is why he is the best champion. Damien now.
Only the ProSouth Championship was on the line.
They said they were going to make it for all the marbles. Just put all the belts on Damien, strap it to him, and let him run around ragged. He can beat anybody at any time, anywhere.
Serotonin's not done. He's still wanting more.
Well, that's pride. He's going to have to let that
And now
pride
look
go.
at Joe Black again. Wait a minute. Joe Black standing side by side with Serotonin.
What is this? What is going on?
Rule just... Rule taking his leave. And again, that mutual respect between Joe Black and Damien Serotonin. Joe Black once said back in June of 2021 that Serotonin would have to beat respect into him, and Serotonin damn well did. That respect still shows going to today. And ladies and gentlemen, we thank you so much. Wait a minute, it's not done. Serotonin asking for a microphone.
I think we need to run that back one more time. Let's do that match once more.
Champion has something to say.
God, I feel like I've just been in a car wreck.
Well, if you see he's got a mouse under his eye,
Listen.
it's hard. Damien is already showing the effects of that match. We call it a mouse, his little puff right
That
up
was
under his eye.
a war.
Aiden Andrews, Joe Black, God knows, Cruel, are the toughest people I've ever been in the ring with. But we don't stop there. No, next week is ProSouth's annual Battle Rumble. And I don't have a #1 contender for the Battle Rumble.
So right now, I'm issuing a challenge, not to one, not to two, but to the whole damn ProSouth locker room.
What?
I want to be in the Battle Rumble defending this ProSouth championship.
Oh my God.
And I'm gonna be number one.
Oh my God! What a proclamation from the champion of champions, willing to run the gauntlet in the Battle Rumble, a matchup that he has never won, and he will be defending the gold in the Rumble.
He needs to rethink this, especially being number one. He may have bit off more than he can chew. He's usually number 29. He's been number 29 like 8 times.
Ladies and gentlemen, again, we thank you so much for tuning in. We thank you so much. We are so happy to be